Hello, everyone. We're the Candias. I'm Dion.
And I'm Michelle.
And we have made a decision to share with you guys some of our lives, some of the things that we've learned, the trials and errors of just different situations. So what we decided to do is we decided to talk about different topics, and hopefully it will generate some discussions that need to happen in some households and some communities. So we just want to share different topics, and today we want to talk about some of the changes or a specific change that we made, but later on talk about different changes that we've come across that has helped us, and hopefully some of these things will help you as well.
We made a decision to just adopt a plant-based whole food lifestyle. Now, many years ago, we made a decision to not eat any meat. Maybe about, 15 years ago, for about 3 months. And then we went back to eating meat. And then recently we started thinking about it again. And I made a decision maybe about 6 weeks ago to not eat any meat or any dairy. And Dion started, shortly after, made a decision to not eat any meat and any dairy. Now, the first thing that people say when you say you're not going to eat any meat or any dairy is, what are you going to eat? Lettuce? Salad? Where are you going to get your protein?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a factor at all. There's so many ways. But before we even go into that, we just want to share a little bit of why we made that decision and why we're so clear that this is the decision for us.
Now, obviously, when changing your eating, your pattern of eating, you want to make sure that you know why you're doing it, and you want to have a reason, a good cause, because if you just say you're going to change, as soon as the slight bit of adversity comes, you're going to go back to your old habits. So what struck us and what really is helping and motivating us to change the way that we eat is, just health. But even, it's a saying that we've heard how death speaks to life. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, over the last 2 years, we've had a number of deaths in our families. And, just looking back, we looked and seen that, these deaths, probably some of them could have been prevented had a different lifestyle been chosen from our loved ones. So what we want to do is and then this is a way of honoring our loved ones too, is we want to change things in our lives so that, some of the things that they did, we can learn from, and that we can honor them by changing things in our lives so that, things would be better for us and then even the people around us.
Mm-hmm. So we really want to be healthy all around, not just exercising, because that's something that I did and I did to the extreme. Worked out a lot, and that helped me lose and maintain my weight. Now we still incorporate exercise, but we want to exercise in a manner of where the intensity could last throughout the duration of our lifetime. So we're not dependent on exercise to lose weight. We factor that in as part of our lifestyle. So 90% of it is the eating. 90% of it is what we put in our mouths. It's the food that we eat. And through watching so many different videos and documentaries and YouTube, just so many different avenues that we've been looking into eliminating meat and dairy from our lifestyle. And just the short while that we have done it, we feel the difference. We feel the lightness, we feel more energy, we just really feel different.
And we think that, by us making this change, it'll definitely help other people. And this by no means easy, because, it's a lot of things in our culture and the way that we were brought up on just foods to eat.
Chicken.
And we don't want to, condemn anyone for their lifestyle and what they eat. But there is different ways of living. And, just looking at one of the documentaries and saying, with a plant-based diet, on average, a person lives 15 years more than someone that eats meat and dairy products. So why wouldn't you, if it could help you live longer, why wouldn't you at least attempt to try different ways or a specific way of eating that will, allow your lifespan to be bigger than what it is. So, it's definitely a risk, it's definitely discipline, and it's definitely, a lot of us educating ourselves to what this whole thing is about. Now we don't consider ourselves vegans because with being a vegan, you have to totally eliminate everything that has to do with animals. But we are, according to our lifestyle, our eating habits, we're going to do without meat. We're going to do without any of the dairy products, and we're going to see how it goes. And this is something that we're committed to. We're going to help each other stay committed to it, and we already, like Michelle said, we already seen some of the results within just doing it in 1 week.
Him 1 week, me 6 weeks.
Yeah, she's been doing it a while, so but it definitely helps when both of us are on the same page, because we don't have to alter what we're going to eat as a family and things like that, and then we know how to shop and what foods to buy. And we must say it's a little more expensive.
No,
you think?
No, not at all. So we could throw that excuse out the window. It's not more expensive to buy rice and beans and fruit and vegetables. It really isn't. It's just a matter of what you consider to be more important to you. So with that said, we didn't want to spend a whole lot of time on it today, but from time to time we're going to be uploading videos where we're just sharing our journey, where we are in our journey, maybe have some clips as to exercises or walking, or I don't know, different things that we're doing. But it's definitely going to be the Candia lifestyle, just all consuming the Candia lifestyle, not even just about eating plant-based whole foods, but just life in general.
Yep. So this is what we plan on doing. Again, it's not just this right here. We're just talking about health, but we want to talk about, your spiritual life. We want to talk about, your work life. We want to talk about different things that add to you as an individual. As we're going through different things in life, we want to share those experiences because we know that a lot of times people get into situations or they deal with something and there's not a lot of help out there. But the truth of the matter is there's a lot of people going through the same things. So we just said, let's open up our lives, let's open up our house and share our experiences, and maybe we could help some people out there.
So if you would just continue to look for us on YouTube, Dion and Michelle Candia. Also, we're on Twitter, Dion and Michelle, Facebook, Dion and Michelle Candia, and Instagram, Dion and Michelle Candia. We will definitely appreciate any feedback, any comments.
And also, if you have any topics that you want to talk about, just leave comments, and then we'll just share if we went through it already, or we'll get some help for you. So we just want to make ourselves available, and we want to share some victories so that hopefully we can have an impact on your family, and then even, on a community, and then who knows, maybe impact the whole world.
Who knows? All right, guys. Have a great evening.
Thanks for listening.
Signing off.
Peace.